What's up? What's up? Welcome back
Welcome.
into the trauma. You know what I'm saying? Episode 11.
Oof.
Feel good to know what I'm saying be on the other side of 10.
Hell yeah.
Right.
As always, Mike, co-host Charles. Today we got our special guest, Val. You know what I'm saying?
Hello, world.
The first guest.
Yes.
Word? First
Yeah.
guest?
You already
First
know,
guest.
man.
Wow, thank you. Thank you for honoring me with that.
You
I
already
know
know.
that.
The first guest.
We jumping straight into it.
Yeah, let's jump straight in.
Yeah, go ahead.
All
Yeah,
right,
we
so
jump
the
straight
first
in.
topic is the impact of childhood relationships on adult mental health. So what exactly do you mean by that, Charles?
Well, that basically screams us sitting on this
Right.
doing this right now. Like,
That's how I thought of it. I'm like, that's us.
That's basically us. Like, the friendships we built and to be here, 25, 30 years later,
Facts.
to be here, like that company you keep is important, to
Word,
your psyche, just to.
And I was bugging the other day. I thought it was only 23. It was 24. My son
Yeah,
34 years old. Like,
It's
shit.
been a minute. Cause
And
even
I know-
for me.
I know
I'm
y'all
like-
knew each other longer.
Yeah, like I'm
yeah,
like,
like-
I know Mike.
we was closer in sperm cells.
Yeah. his father and my mom were like friends.
Yeah,
And then UC came in like midway.
yeah.
So even
Down
then,
the
like,
line.
but even then, like, when you and him had a bond, I feel like that's when
Yeah,
me
yeah.
and you
Yeah,
solidified ours.
definitely.
Mhm.
Because by that time, everybody was outside more.
Yeah, facts.
So now I'm saying, but yeah, now definitely done helped through. Now I'm saying, you can't really call it trauma bonds because niggas ain't really go through the trauma together all the time.
Mhm.
But like definitely went through similar things and now I'm saying just held each other down.
Yeah,
See,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
yeah.
I'm gonna pause you right there because that's where I feel my perspective comes in. Because me and C been through our own shit
Oh yeah.
that
yeah.
like bled into each other, and then me and you
Yeah.
been through our own shit that bled into each other. And that's the unique, I feel like, friendship everybody has in a sense. Like you have that ride or die, you have somebody that is there with you personally, but there's always an outside factor. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's somebody
yeah.
that gets both sides or is non-biased and understands, and that's where y'all share the trauma at.
Yeah.
Like how do we maneuver that? Especially for me, like I'm a female, y'all males. So how do we even relate with that? As a female to a male, like y'all seeing it in a different perspective from me.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
it's different
definitely.
with you because you grew up with us doing the same shit we was doing, like as So
Facts.
so we were
Nah,
balling,
yeah,
niggas
but
was
still.
balling, we biking, and you out there like we doing
Word.
whatever, man hunt. You out there with us, we parlaying.
Right.
Facts.
So
it
yeah, but
wasn't really
I
much
know
of
what
a
you're saying. Though.
separation.
Yeah, I know what
Right.
you're saying though, for sure.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
definitely
Like
know.
I know we
Yeah,
know
us,
what we
yeah,
went through, but
yeah.
for an outside perspective, like what do they have to maneuver with? Like sometimes it is the trauma bond, sometimes it is just the location.
Yeah,
You
being
know, like
around,
me and you see we on the same floor.
Yeah, we are.
Like you said
Yeah.
in the earlier episode, me and you from Mike, we 4 buildings apart.
Shit.
It's
there.
different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we have personal connections, but all of that is still trauma to its own respect.
Oh yeah.
So how do we
definitely.
translate that with our friends? How do we translate that for ourselves? You know what I mean? Like that's
No.
a lot. We don't speak on that.
Like you said, the location, it's easier for me and you to get into some shit because I see you every day.
Right.
Like literally, so it's easier for some shit to happen per se.
Facts though.
Like
It's
instead
more
you could
personal,
go
yeah.
days without seeing Mike.
word,
Until
'cause
you pop
y'all,
up.
Y'all don't even gotta leave the building to see each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, so the location is important too.
Nah, facts. Because there was a couple of times that me and C even if we wasn't on the same page, like again, that's the trauma.
We
We don't
still
gotta be
chilling.
cool, but if we respect one another,
Yeah, there's.
we looking out for each other type shit.
Yeah,
And that's the thing that fucks with us mentally sometimes, because it's like, I respect this person as my neighbor. I respect this person as somebody that gets me. But if we don't have that personal bond, then what? You know, am I still gonna feel the same way? Am I gonna respect them the same way? But I know for a fact, me and C, like again, we've been through things that family comes first type shit. Like it's not even about looking out for each other. It's like family comes first. You know, when you in your hood, you build bonds with people. And that's what you grow upon, because
that the
that's
family
all it
you
takes,
choose,
you know?
not the family you born with.
That's what I'm saying though. See, the childhood relationships, that brings us right here on the mental health podcast, talking about shit we going through all together.
Facts.
Been friends 20 years plus, like.
Right.
So it is important that company you keep when you're younger, man. Because they swayed you, they move you in different ways, man. So it's like,
facts.
Even
all
following
the different
crowd,
perspectives and everything.
Like, you know, so like, actually, that topic actually worked out for this episode. Like, for us being here, we didn't even. But I did this before, like.
Before
we had plans
before we
had
even
her
planned
on, like, and
having you pull up and all that.
Yeah,
like,
it just fell into place, like
just
that.
The way it just was fated. You feel me? Like
that's how you know things work out.
Nah,
again,
like, dude.
Yeah.
That's
everything works out how it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Like
definitely
that.
Do.
That's like I was talking to my coworker. I forgot what we was talking about, but he said you'd be lucky if I was like, I'm a blessed nigga, bro.
Man,
I've been a blessed nigga all my life, bro.
They don't be knowing, man.
Facts.
They don't be knowing.
That's why I tell people sometimes, like for me personally, I have a genuine perspective to witness things. You know, for both of y'all personally, you know, I've seen both of y'all in y'all lowest.
Oh yeah.
But I've also seen both of y'all at your highest.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And for me as a person, that's on me to not necessarily pass judgment, but decide what I pass judgment on. You know what I mean? Because again, we in the slums of it. Nobody knows what we going through. Again, see you see me at my lowest, bro. I know Mike see me for some shit, but you literally 2 doors down, bro. You see me for shit that even Mike never seen me for.
Yeah.
I think people need to respect that silence in a sense.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't gotta speak on that privacy. If you know somebody saw something or says something or was there for you, like, cause that plays into mental health too. Like,
I do, yeah.
You don't want to have to talk about that. That's the reason we go back to things that some people say are intoxicating or are dangerous, because there's a comfort in that trauma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can I cut you off right quick?
Ahead.
Right. So you said that, now I'm saying, the silence in it. So that brings up something that, like, when you was talking earlier, when we was chilling, chopping it up with Chastity. Right. To not really actually speak too much on the trauma, not to kind of just dwell. Not the flow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because flowing, I would think more is like you actually getting the pain, you feeling it, and you going through. But not to speak and dwell too much on the actual problem, because then you just give it more life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead and actually, you know what I'm saying, give yourself that 5 minutes to grieve, cry, scream, whatever you got to do to let go of the pain, and then focus on solutions.
Right.
You know
Stay in the positive.
Yeah, because that's the only thing that's really the next step. You know what I mean? You feel your pain, boop, 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 however long you can go through it, but you just try not to sit in it for too long and just let it overshadow everything that's going on.
No, right, because that's where it becomes our responsibility. I'm not a professional, but you know me personally. I made sure to not depend on drugs to
Yeah.
any capacity. The brain is a muscle. Just like your biceps, triceps, your quads, it's a muscle. You got to train that with everything else. And I've never used my bipolar or nothing as an excuse. I got to be aware of what I'm doing. So, to your point, when we realize what's working for us or not working for us, that's when we got to maximize on it. So, if we know we got, whether it's two people, if we got two people that understand our mission, then feed into that and tell them because they're going to reciprocate that. And again, that's the power of it. You got to have your support system be the type of support system that reciprocates what you're trying to achieve.
No, yeah, hell yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, we go through things that we don't think about or we don't account for. But what we need is a support system that is ready to be there for what we cannot account for. You know what I mean? Like, no judgment, no nothing. Like, I bet this is what happened to me. Can I talk to you? I just want to tell you what's going on, where my mind's at. And that can make the difference between the balance of being okay and being not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely that's the like you know what I'm saying, they say a 12-minute phone call with a friend can make all the difference.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And another thing that I done said in one of the episodes before, like not only just having day ones, but having day twos. Like day ones, you kind of just went through the trauma with, and you know what I'm saying, you built bonds off of the pain that y'all both went through, whether it was together or you know what I'm saying, just in similar
So I don't want to interject you, but what I have developed to say is, even if somebody is meant for your life, they're not meant for every part.
Yeah.
And I know you could understand that. Even C could understand that
Yeah, no,
between us.
definitely. Like,
We
you know what I'm
haven't
saying?
been in connect, but you learn something differently from every person that's in your life.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
And you gotta understand what that message is. It doesn't matter if you brujeria, if you in that spiritual shit, or you just looking for mess. It doesn't matter. You receive that as you receive that. But you gotta understand what that means for you. Because that's how you heal yourself. Again, y'all invited me here. I'm here. I haven't seen y'all in so long.
Yeah.
Like now we feeding the world with our wisdom. And I told you that the other day.
Yeah.
Our experiences are wisdom. So I hope all of y'all listening, watching, y'all understand that we just trying to feed y'all and hope that y'all don't have to go through something negative to understand what a message is.
No, yeah, definitely.
Facts though.
Nah, yeah, I like that.
But yeah, now like I was saying, just to have day twos though, like have another friend group. You know what I'm saying? That's more geared to what you doing in the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so the other day I seen one of our people's, he got back into dancing and he was on IG and you know what I'm saying, just to see him dancing again, see how happy he was. Like I hit him, I was like, yo, I love that you happy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like just to have the other different groups where you could go chill and just do something different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just how we all had different sports when we was growing up, or you know what I'm saying, just different things that we was into. Just the capacity to change it up and, you know what I'm saying, experience all the different parts of yourself.
Yeah.
And have that joy.
Nah, I figured that.
Right, for something that enjoyed you.
Yeah, most definitely.
Y'all trying to move on?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
What's next?
This is all you, baby.
What y'all want from me?
Go ahead, let them know.
Alright, so y'all asked me to come on here for LGBT, and I feel like I'm a unique experience because I'm a 90s baby. Like, it wasn't just LBGT, it was also like in general. So what I mean by that is I'm born 1990. I didn't know that being a lesbian was a thing until I moved upstate with my neighbor from the building that we in right now, low key. 5B originally. I went upstate with Anita and learned that she was gay. That's when I knew I wasn't broken. But at the same time, because society did not accept any form of gay, whether it was female to female, male to male, I'm also dealing with regular trauma. And that's why I felt like I could bring a unique experience to this conversation right now. Because due to my age bracket, it was multiple levels of trauma. You know, like I'm dealing with cultural trauma with being Puerto Rican and my grandmother and how she speaks. And then that ties into being gay because again, being Puerto Rican, being from the island, they don't know what that is. That's not something they look at. Then now being in America, okay, America is not looking at that, and you know, like it's too many levels. And I think for anybody, any trauma, it's gonna be multiple layers. And that's the thing. We gotta figure out what our layers are. So for the topic of our conversation, I understand you're asking for me for LGBT, but it does tie into regular society.
No, of course.
Nah, you know, like just my age bracket is what really ties it into it. But I have helped the youth. I have been there for them and I've seen that struggle. But again, like for those of us that are aware, we're disgusted by that. You know what I mean? Like this society is not there for any of us in a sense. So, you know, like growing up in the 90s and nobody understanding what being gay was and still dealing with Stonewall and all of that, that alone was hard because now I feel like I gotta hide it. Then again, dealing with being Hispanic. Okay, again, I gotta hide it. I can't come out. I came out from my school. I had a situation in my school. And when you're a teenager, obviously, like the school calls your parents in and does all that. So my mom came in and we were with the guidance counselor and whatnot. And for the first time, my mom was like, "It doesn't matter if you like boys or girls." And when she said that, that's when I knew, like, because I did have a situation. Somebody kept coming on to me as a female, and she was dating a male, and their situation is what got to the counselors first. But because I was the X factor, obviously it got dragged in. So I wasn't able to kind of come out on my own. I was forced out in a sense. And that fucks with people in itself. Well, excuse me, it messes with people in itself.
You good, bro.
But
we definitely make sure to click not for
yeah.
children.
But it definitely messes with you because for people in my age bracket, you know, we don't have the privilege of saying it ourselves. And I think that's a big misconception. Like, these kids nowadays have the freedom to be able to go to their parents and be like, I'm gay or I'm bisexual. We didn't have that privilege back then. Even amongst my friends, like, I know with you, Mike, like, I looked at you for a while and y'all used to think I was fucking with Frank for a second. Like, like, yo, bro, like, shit was wacky. Like, nah, like they was, and that's the thing. Like back then, you had no freedom to say that because now you dealing with other traumas. Like I'm on the block. I don't want to seem like un proti for lack of better phrasing.
Yeah.
But you know what? At the same time, like I know my friends. I know what I am. You know, And that's why, for me personally, this is multi-layered. You know, certain age brackets have to deal with different levels of trauma. You know, it's not just familial. It's not just cultural. It's not just generational. You know, like how do we address the people that are dealing with multiple versions of trauma? And that's what's tricky. And again, I thank y'all because y'all are men. And so many people in my life, they be like, how could you have male friends that don't want to fuck you as a lesbian? Because I have men in my life that are genuine men. So, world, these are genuine men. Like, yeah, like, y'all have never made me feel uncomfortable. Never. Not through our traumas, not through anything. You never made me feel uncomfortable. And
it's regular shit. You want, you the friend.
Right, like if I wanted something, I wouldn't let someone know. But
you my man's, it's my man.
Right,
like, you know what I'm saying?
But
like,
that's the thing. Society puts that pressure on us. Society does that. It's not us. It's society. I feel like, and how do we respond to that?
That's all the
even
shit
with
that
this
the
platform,
government
how do
pushed
we
you
respond to that? So y'all gotta understand, platonic friendships are a thing. Platonic respect is a thing. You like a real man is gonna understand what a female goes through as a friend, as a lover, as anything. A real man will get that. Same thing as a female. A real female is gonna understand what a man is going through. Y'all can't keep putting them in a box. Y'all can't. Y'all really cannot. Mental health is exactly why we talking on this. That doesn't have a gender. That doesn't have a sex. That doesn't have anything. Everybody goes through that, man. And how do we break that? And like I told you, Mike, we got to create the blueprint. So I hope y'all listening. Please, let's create the blueprint.
Definitely.
Definitely. If we could kind of jump back into one thing, I don't know if you really want to go into it, but you said that when you found out that Shorty was a lesbian, that you didn't feel broken. What was it that really had you feeling as you was broken though?
So again, I was born 1990. I believe Stonewall was 1983. Okay. Don't quote me on that. Please don't quote me on that. But being gay was not acceptable. Even after Stonewall, it was not acceptable. And like I said, so see you in the building. You know where I lived. You know where 5B is at. So I had always personally been attracted to females. Even as a kid, like when my mom would have me with her friends and shit, like I was always attached to a female. And I questioned that. But then I can't speak to if it was my stepfather cheating on my mom or what. I can't speak to that right now. But I ended up going with 5B's daughter. And I lived upstate in Newburgh with her and her partner, which I didn't know was her partner. Copy. I was told that they were in the same platoon because both of them were Marines. They both got honorary discharges because there was faulty equipment or something like that. That's the thing. Like if you're in the military and like something's faulty, they will honorary discharge you just to let you go and not have a lawsuit. But anyway, so being upstate, I was upstate because my mom, I guess at that time, I'm assuming my stepfather was cheating on her and she didn't want me to know.
Copy. So they was going through their stuff.
So they tried to ship me out.
Ship you off so you wouldn't have to deal with everything that's going on in the crib.
Exactly. So being out there, I had my own room. It was a pleasant experience, especially from what we come from. You know what I mean? Like I had the locker experience. I had the classes in between with the bells. Like, yo, I had mad shit. I was like, oh, all right. Fresh air. Yeah, facts. Bonfires, all that. I was like lit. Anyway, but there was a day that I was in my own room and I just heard noises. Like, no cap. Oh. I just heard noises. And I started putting 2 and 2 together at some point. And that was when I realized I wasn't broken. Because in my mind, I was broken. So, knowing I was living with 2 females and hearing what I heard, like, I knew, all right, this isn't just you.
Yeah.
And then from there, yes, like, as things progressed, when I came back home, again, like I said, multiple layers to trauma. When I came back to the Bronx, I went to Kennedy High School, and I ended up getting sent to Four Winds, which is a mental health institute. And that was the first time I fell in love with somebody as a female. And again, you're not dealing with shit. Who prepares you to be in an institute? Like, nah.
Yeah, no.
So me and this person, like, we knew the numbers. I tried to call her. That's when I, again, from that first experience to that being in the hospital and whatnot, like, I knew I wasn't broken. I knew this was the thing. Fast forward to our life. Lewis is somebody that lives on our block, and he was an open gay male. And him being open about it, like I said, I had a bad experience. So to see him, even despite how his mom felt and everything,
just able to live his truth.
Right. Because for the world to, like, jump, his mom dead ass told him, I graduated first from high school. He graduated about 8 months after me. And his mom told him verbatim, I know you're gay, but for myself, I'd rather see you with a female leaving to your prom. And that's where I stepped in. Because she knew I was gay too. She knew. She paid for my dress. She paid for the alterations, everything. And honestly, his prom was the better prom from my own. Yo.
It was lit.
Yo, it was dead ass lit.
And then it be like that because it.
And she dead ass told him, she's like, I just want to see you leave with a female. You could do whatever you want with a male after that. Like, I don't care, but I just want to have my pictures be with you for the female. That was it. That was her only request. And that's exactly what happened. But, and that's the tricky thing, because it's like, for my age bracket, again, it's not just LGBT. It's life. It's society. It's familial. It's cultural. There's too many levels to it. And how do we decipher that? Because, again, there is no blueprint. There is no first. We are the first at some point. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
And even with that, like, I may be gay, but again, y'all are men. I would not be here if y'all didn't respect me as a female.
Fuck.
So that's the other thing. Like, there's people out there that don't think that this is possible. You know? Like, there are men in this world that can accept you as you are and not want to fucking tap that ass. To, like, for lack of better phrasing, like, bro, it is what it is. Family's family. Like, don't decline your friendship for what is a stigma in society. Please don't. Please.
Yeah,
that's how you say.
Whoa. Hell yeah. Good? Like,
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm packing it out.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hell nah.
It feel good to be able to let you just roll out, let it over.
Because I'm talking on y'all too, man. Like,
but now
big ups to y'all, man. Big ups to y'all. Y'all doing something that a lot of people are afraid to do.
No, hell yeah.
You know?
Nah, you know what I'm saying? It jumped out the window, baby. It is what it is. We
fall
on your face,
I don't want to do this, but you know why I keep laughing at you saying jump out the window?
What?
Because you literally.
Oh, that time I jumped out the window?
Yeah, you literally jumped out the window. This nigga cut his hand open.
Niggas is all.
Yo, bro, he literally jumped out of the window.
Everybody slumped, nigga. I can't get out.
He couldn't get out the house. He didn't want to leave the door open. So he jumped out the window to not leave the door open. Again, a respectable man. A respectable man.
Holy shit.
Nigga that cut his hand open too.
So I definitely got experience.
Shit.
So it's valid when he say jump out the window because he did it. He did it. He about the business. What's next?
Clip that.
That's definitely a clip, bro. Early signs of mental health issues in the youth.
In the youth.
We talked about something like this before. Just
you kind of touched on
like
it a little bit.
Well, we see in school growing up, niggas with the anger issues that don't know how to
Yeah,
snap
nah,
on teachers. They,
yeah.
you know, them motherfuckers is cursing out motherfuckers all the time for no reason. Like,
And to go back to like even like when we was younger, like before they really knew every diagnosis for every
they
category of
Right.
what it is now. Like, know what I mean? Nobody really knew nothing. And you know, they just learning as they going along.
Yeah.
So kids is getting fucked over, getting lost in the system, and this and that shit falling through the cracks. And
so to that point, this is why I say to the blueprint, if we're aware that we grew up in that time frame, how do we set these kids up to not fall through those cracks? Because again, we setting up this blueprint. How do we get this youth to understand like you're not broken, you're not dealing with something that's not unheard of type shit.
well, just like how we started here, you gotta break the mold. You gotta start off. You gotta show the love. You have to repeat yourself and reassure the children, and now I'm saying just really instill that love for themselves.
Well,
you know what I'm saying, to understand like this might be a problem, but there's a solution for this.
Right.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not
So
a
it's
full problem.
so it's not a problem that I can't handle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I was saying earlier about me being blessed, there's so many of it. There's so many different ways life could have went for me. You know what I mean? But
facts.
Everything has happened
For a
for me.
reason.
Like done happened for me to set me up for the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So from me being raised by my grandparents, I wanted one of my parents to raise me, or both of my parents to raise me.
What would have been like?
But you know what I'm saying? Realistically, me being raised by my grandparents then kept me out of a whole lot of trouble.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because then I grew up with my cousins.
Right.
Then after,
and me.
and then after they left, like now I'm saying, I formed my own family between all of y'all.
You knew what it was,
Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't out there gang banging. I wasn't doing this. I wasn't doing that because it's not like I had to go ahead and find a spot to be accepted.
You know what? But I give it to you because you've always been versatile. It doesn't matter what the bracket is. You've always been versatile, whether it's trauma, whether it's love, whether it's familial issue. You've always been versatile. And I think that's why a lot of us lean on you. And I know that may feel like a burden in itself. I get it.
No. I was going to say, whenever people call on me, I never feel like it's a burden.
And I get that, but that's how we may see it. I'm not saying you do, but that's how we may see it.
Well, then let me reassure y'all niggas. Like I'm saying, I never see it as a burden.
Well, that's great. Thank you for reassuring us. But I know from my personal perspective, I definitely did, because I could call him in the middle of the night because I knew you would fucking answer my call at 3 in the morning if niggas follow me. It doesn't matter if I'm an AG. Niggas look at me and see a female. That's it. Period. That's it. I would call Mike and I'd be like, yo, somebody following me. And he'd be like, I bet I'm going to stay on the phone with you. And that's it. You don't got to say nothing. This nigga be ready to snore. But he on the phone with me. Whoa. So, you know what? And again, this is what I mean. Like, a lot of females also, like, they can't be afraid of having a genuine bond with a male. You know? Because, again, I feel like trauma speaks to that. You know, whether it be boyfriends, whether it be family members, like y'all can't let y'all. So I'm gonna speak for myself. Um, I may be gay, but my stepfather did things to me that are unacceptable. And at one point in my life, I was like, am I making people pay the price of what he did? Or am I doing that out of my own fear? And when I realized, like, maybe at some points, even for you guys, that I was like, I don't trust no man because of what he did. You know, like, I feel like every man gonna do that.
Yeah, but no, that's
That
just
that wasn't the case.
yeah, no, but that is something that is like real to see, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Because somebody betrayed your trust and you a child.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So when somebody takes your innocence, it's super unacceptable. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the
No,
type of shit. Like,
absolutely. But that's again the question. What does that translate to in adulthood? You know, we personally come from a generation that's not the topic. You know, we don't talk on that.
Not.
So
Yeah.
now we trying to talk on that.
yeah,
And it's like, again, this is what I want the world to see. Like, I've been through my own trauma, but I've never distrusted any of you.
yeah,
You know, I've always not known that y'all were real men. Y'all were understanding. You know, like y'all stand up for morals and stuff. Like, again, multiple layers. Because it's not just me being your neighbor, or your friend, or somebody you grew up with. It now becomes, what do I do as a man for a female? What do I trust in as me being a man? You know, again, even to y'all traumas. You know, what did I experience with my mother? What did I see? What is what I'm standing up for because of what I experienced or because of who I am by choice?
Mm.
yeah.
You know, so it's a lot of layers. It's a lot.
Yeah, no, that definitely all boils down to perspective.
Mhm.
How you take what happens.
No, definitely.
You know what I mean? But you know, back to the whole like y'all you may feel like it was a burden or whatever. Like, nah, I never take anything like that as a burden. If somebody's choosing me, if it lets me know that they feel that I can get it done. And when somebody put a battery in my back like that, then you know what I'm saying, it's up.
Yeah.
It's
You know what
over.
I'm saying? It's up. It's getting done. Like, ain't nothing that's gonna stop that. Like, you know what I mean? So if y'all ever got a call on me or whatever, I'm gonna hold it down. If I can't, I'll let you know. Like, you're a little fucked up right
Again,
now.
but communication goes a long way.
Like, you know what I'm
Friends,
saying?
enemies or not, communication goes a long way.
Whoa,
Nah, definitely.
hell yeah. But yeah, now for the kids, we just gotta show them the love. We gotta get behind them and, you know what I'm saying, just reassure them like, yo, things happen,
And it's
and,
okay.
and you just gotta be able to weather the storm. And it's more about running into the storm so you can get out of it faster than actually, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to
Enduring it.
run away from it and just getting
Mhm.
caught up every time you get tired, man.
Right. Because the more you think on the problem, the more you're going to take to find the solution.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I rather, like, nah, man, rip the band-aid. Shorty want to break up with me, yeah, break up with me, like, you know what I'm saying? So I can get hurt, you know what I'm saying, grieve for a few minutes and then figure out my next solution, like, and not to just dismiss the whole problem or anything like that, but it's just like, all right, let me go ahead, let me deal with what I gotta deal with so I can get on to the next thing. I'm not trying to stay right here. I'm no longer just trying to be stagnant. No longer just trying to be in those feelings. Like when we was younger, like being angry about shit that didn't go my way and this and that and this type
So,
shit that brought us outside to do the dumb shit that we was outside to do.
so here's the problem. So, to your point about all of this with the trauma, right? How do we
Yeah.
translate that to being an adult?
How do you translate that to
Because
being an
this is
adult?
my thing. We gotta have an outlet. So to your point, we utilizing adolescent outlets. How do we translate that to adult outlets? How do we let that same energy out to be okay while maintaining what our morals are and like, like
All right,
keeping
but
who we want to be as people but still letting out that negative energy?
why does it have to change?
Not necessarily have to change, but to your point, as adolescents, we could be very aggressive with it.
Mhm.
So it's like,
Yeah.
how do we translate that into a safer method of letting it out versus being adolescent? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that comes along with the wisdom.
okay, so if it's gonna be
Mhm.
personal, then that's the answer.
You know,
If it's
no, I'm saying
personal
because
to like your development, then
yeah,
cool.
not, but I'm saying like not even just personal towards the development. It's just that's gonna be the wisdom because like, are you just gonna be angry all the time and just get
Be
yourself
like
in
that,
trouble?
right?
And I'm saying now when you get in trouble, you going to jail.
Right, because it's your
Like,
fault.
you know what I'm saying? Like
It's your fault.
it's not no more slap on the wrist. It's not your
And
parents
that's
give
the
you an
thing.
ass
So
whooping.
that's what I was saying. So like for the audience that don't know like what that boundary is, like we've been there. We know that boundary. You know,
Copy.
for them, they gotta be able to understand like there's a signal that tells you like
Yeah,
don't
there's
be there.
something. Yeah, there's something that tells you.
Yeah, like we
Yeah.
gotta listen to ourselves because again, we all seen each other in compromising positions.
Yeah.
For real, for real. So
Right.
now it becomes we could look at each other as friends and be like, when did you realize like I was trying to tell you about yourself versus when you realized about yourself. And that's really what I want the audience to understand. Like what is the signal for y'all? Like how do you understand before you start seeking the help and before you start telling your friends like, yo, I'm not okay? Because that should be the power first. To be able to say like, I'm not okay. Something's wrong.
Yeah, but
You love me enough, like I'm not alright.
copy. Yeah, but you gotta love yourself first.
No, absolutely.
You gotta love yourself and you gotta want it for yourself. Cause know what I'm saying? Cause there's only so much you could do for a person that don't want to do shit for themselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nah, you
You know what I'm
absolutely
saying?
right.
So like, know what I'm saying? You gotta instill the love in you. Like,
If you don't
know what I'm
feed yourself,
saying?
you're
Yeah,
not
you gotta,
feeding nobody.
you know what I mean? You gotta take the chance you gotta take the time to go ground, go journal, go yoga, this, that, whatever. Anything
Whatever works for
that's
you.
gonna help you just displace negative energy. The workouts, you know what I'm saying, playing different sports and talking to a friend.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Pilates, whatever.
Oh yeah, anything that's gonna help you displace some of that energy, just so that you can get your mind right. That's what you gotta do for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't pour from an empty cup, like most people say. So you gotta put into you, whatever that may look like.
Right.
So once you're able to put into you and you realize that you want better for yourself, then that's when you want to start asking those questions, and because you no longer want the same results
Right.
of whatever it was that you was dealing with.
Nah, I definitely agree with that. That's how I feel everything. I'm like, do I want to be this person? No, this is not me.
Yeah,
You
like,
know, and you gotta have that conversation with yourself before you
Yeah.
have it with anybody else. Because that's the
Most
hardest part
definitely.
is having the conversation with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta talk to yourself, man. You have to. Because if you can't talk to yourself, you can't accept nobody else's opinion. I could ask you guys all day about what I'm going through, share it, but if I'm not listening to myself, I'm never gonna accept what y'all tell me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna still be in my head and be like, nah, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. Nah, no. So, you know, so I definitely agree with that. You gotta be there for yourself first. Have to.
Nah, that
well, ready to jump into the next joint?
Yep, let's go.
All right, psychedelics and mental health.
This.
You want to
I
jump
can't
back
really
into?
speak on this.
Yeah, this is. You probably not gonna spend too long on
Yeah,
it.
You
nah, nah,
probably
that's
wrong because I'm
it's
like
just
psychedelics. I got a minimal, like
I
very
heard of-
minimal experience with that.
I heard about people like microdosing and shit like that.
So, all right. So I'm gonna share my
like K and
experience.
shit.
Okay.
But
So while I was homeless, I was fortunate to meet somebody through a job, from A6, and they invited me to Florida. And when I was in Florida, they were like, "Yo, I got mushrooms in my fridge." I was like, "Oh, okay."
see, you go over there.
Look,
You take
look.
mushrooms, dog.
Florida no longer the
Right.
orange and sunshine state.
Right.
Right,
Take
like
the mushrooms,
Florida
dog.
always gonna be the sneak up.
Take
Always.
mushrooms, my nigga.
So
Regardless, you see?
first of all, that shit was like eating dirt.
No, shit is disgusting.
Now I understand why people do the chocolate thing, but
Shit
anyway,
is nasty, dog. It's not a portobello.
I didn't deal.
It's
I
not
don't know if
portobello.
it's because of my personal problems with drugs or what I've done with drugs in my lifetime, but I did the mushrooms, and I ain't gonna lie. Like I looked up at the stars because where she lived, she had like a boat dock, so you were able to walk down. Yeah, yo.
You missed out on the opportunity.
I did. I really did. But she had a boat dock, and I'm standing there, and I'm looking up, and I felt like the stars were just coming at me.
Oh.
And that's when I realized, like, oh,
These is drugs.
right. I was like, this is what they mean about psychedelics. Because again, fast forward like 20 minutes, I get in the house, I'm going to use the bathroom. She had like these sand tiles in her bathtub, but like the middle tiles had like seashells and shit. Yo, them shits was spitting. They were doing things. They were floating in water. I was like, yeah, no.
Floating in water, ain't nothing in
This
the
is
tub.
not for me. This is not for me. It was bad enough. I felt like the stars were pulsating. Like, yeah, no. Is it better than any other drug? It's the safest, but yeah, no. Nah, I'm good. Keep me with my weed and my cigarettes. Yeah,
I think so.
Absolutely not.
I wouldn't say safe. It's maybe the most natural.
Maybe. But now when I question my brain, now we got a problem. I'm questioning my brain, we got a problem.
Maybe the most natural. Whatever.
Yeah, because that ashwagandha and all that. Yeah, no.
You can just eat that
I'm
shit.
alright.
Nah, that's just the herb, bro. That's just
Nigga said you can take the powder, you be alright.
Yeah, no, because I take that daily. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I also fuck with the King of the Jungle from Pharmacy for Life, and that's 3 different mushrooms and all that. But it's
I looked into the lion's mushroom, the lion's mane, and all that. Yeah. I have a coffee. It wasn't that. It was a coffee.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, you gotta be on your healthy shit. See?
Yeah.
Hello.
My son on
Yo,
the way.
fix your body, fix your mind.
My son be making his own. What's it? The granola balls or
the protein balls, all that.
All right.
My son be whipping it up in the kitchen. You know, like
nigga said no sugar.
Yeah, them shit hit too.
Yeah, I put my car.
I'm about to come to you then next time.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
You got the protein bars, I got the after snacks.
Yes.
But again, healthy mind, healthy state.
Yeah, no, definitely. Or we could jump into this last one.
This is the last topic.
Journaling for mental clarity.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to that. If you're not a physical like paper and pen person, I don't know if you have like Androids or not, but like Apple comes with a journal app.
Okay. Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, like I could utilize that. Yeah. I know a lot of us like delete that just because it's like an extra app or whatnot. But like
space and shit like that.
They that ass have a journal app. It keeps track of everything. You could even move it into PDF file. Like if you somebody that want to journal and make it a book, it translates to that. Like you just gotta utilize what your phone provides.
Like you said, if you want to put that pen to paper, there's a lot of ways you could do that.
Where do either y'all actually journal?
Right.
Yeah, and it don't even got to be whole paragraphs. You can write sentences throughout the day.
Damn, neither one of y'all heard me. I said, do any of y'all actually journal?
Oh, I
mean, a little bit. Don't be calling me out like that. A little bit.
Niggas just ignore me.
I was doing like day 1, day 2 type shit.
Niggas just ignore my shit, man.
Because when you looked over there, I thought you were talking to the
I went like this and that. Like, I tried to, you feel
me? Day 11. I was on my journal shit. I said day 11.
She should be
so this is what it's meant to be. When they say love haunts. Like, nah, bro. I dead ass. Like, don't play with me. Yeah, I dead ass utilize my messages and my notes.
Nah, you just fucked me up with that. But
Look, a pain that hurts the most, uncharted betrayal. I was looking for book titles.
No, see,
I dead ass use my notes. I dead ass use my notes.
Even shit like that. You know, for me, it's writing music. If I'm trying to write verse or something, then that's how I.
It kind of take me back to y'all watch Doug.
Oh yeah,
growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
My son was writing down the day and all that. Like,
oh, ain't that?
Like
That's how it
January
started
15,
right?
1922.
That's how the show always used to start off.
My son always had the journal entry. You know what I mean? Like
day 3.
Word, like, you know what I'm saying? But just being able to get the thing up off your chest, to get it up off your mind. That's why I like having these talks, like, you know what I'm saying, how I'll be able to call either one of y'all, like, you know what I'm saying, or back when me, you and Frank be walking down 4
Not
and
even
3,
that. You
3
and
in
I
the
used
morning.
to be in the hallway fighting, bro. Yo, he used to be like, use the squares. I'd be like, hey, 1, 2. All right, 1, 2. Nah, bro. And that's the thing, again, nobody realizes, like, what that did. Because we used to walk everywhere. People be like, why you say Bronx bread? Nigga, I walked these streets. I know Mike and Frank could validate for that. We walked.
Yeah,
literally walked. That has walked.
Yo, if Pokemon Go was a thing back then, we would have been elite.
I'd have had all 150 in the first week.
Yo, facts. Yo, it was so real. One day we just jumped on the 39, ended up at Parkchester. I had a homegirl. We ended up grabbing a bottle from her from a Sweet 16. And yo, me and Frank and him was outside till like 5 in the morning. Ended up walking to 174, hopping the gate, and getting back home.
Why did we do
Bro,
that?
Bro, yeah, nah. Shit was wicked back then. Wicked back then.
From Parkchester, nigga.
From Parkchester, yeah. Walking out.
Like, what was we doing, bro?
Why? Like, why? Nah.
Fucking walk to Manhattan, niggas doing that.
We would have done that if you challenged us.
Shit, bro.
Yeah, nah. If there was some Jones in a bottle over there, we definitely would.
Yeah, facts. We was very heavily joint motivated. Again, that's the problem. You have friends with that trauma, and you be like, wait a minute, alright, we all like bitches.
Yeah, we do.
Like, wait a minute, you went through what I went through. I bet. So we all dogs. I got it.
Heard.
But nah, but also there was a freedom back then too. You can't do that now.
Nah, hell no.
You can't do that now. But we went back then, nah, you can't do that now. Cause you and I been through some shit.
Yo, nah, you wasn't there for that party.
No, I wasn't, but we been through some parties.
Nah, I was talking about the time that I still had hair and Frank was chilling with.
Nigga said I had hair.
Frank was chilling with Lisa and what is her brother's name?
Which one?
Lisa that lived up on Fordham.
Oh yeah,
I forgot.
Damn.
I forgot her brother's name. I still be bumping into him.
I feel like it's a J,
but I had 2 braids in. I'm with Ronald and Darren. So they dark skinned.
Oh God.
Another long time.
I'm looking like the leader of some gang or something because I got the 2 braids in. But we pull up to this party because Frank and them was like, yo, Mike, pull up.
As it was.
So I was like, all right. So we get over there. As soon as we pull up into the party, every nigga grabbed they shorty and left.
Nope, not y'all.
Yo, the only one token black kid that was there gave us a dap. Hit everybody's skin.
This is why I used to hate going out with y'all, even though I was the token lesbian. Like, y'all motherfuckers was problem kids.
Nah, but see, I ain't even come on no problem. I came to the party because I got invited.
Like, and again, y'all was problem kids. Because how many times, yo, see, thank God you wasn't with us back then, because the miles your feet would have had, your feet would have had. Bro.
See, this is where I was at them times that you was outside.
And I was like, where you at, nigga?
I was over here.
Nigga said I'm stationary.
Doing that shit, man.
No, he had us walking.
Nah,
And then when his mom left the Jersey, bro, that was a whole nother bracket.
Good time.
That was also a whole nother trauma. Because this nigga, he want to bring like 5 bitches to the crib and then be like, nah, but they mine, y'all can't. Y'all can't fuck with them. And me and Frank is there like, what do you mean? Like, they the only ones here.
Nah, I wasn't.
He said, no, they mine.
Nah, I wasn't on it like that.
This is on you, son.
I was not.
Hold on. We gotta cut it.
You was your father's child for that. You want to talk about trauma? You was your father's child for that, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga said cut.
That's funny as shit.
We definitely, we got some
it's
clips
gonna be easy going through this one.
Yo, this is why I couldn't keep up. See, I couldn't.
Nah, we lit.
As a lesbian, I was feeling. I was feeling, bro. How do I keep up with him and Frank? How? How? These niggas got Legend of Zelda. these niggas got MMA. What do I got?
That's crazy.
Retail at FYE.
She got me sounding like the illest hoe out here. She got me sounding like the illest hoe right
now. Oh, you son.
Oh, it's over.
Nah, yeah,
I learned from y'all.
I'm gonna have to get a new roster after this.
That's the thing when bitches be like, "Oh, you secretive."
Long time ago.
Hello, wingman. Niggas be like, "Oh, you secretive like that? I don't want to be with you." I got you. Hello, they my friends.
It's over now.
Frank got that experience, not you. You don't know me as a wingman.
Yeah, no.
Frank got a.
I'm saying,
Frank is his own problem. Let's not even get into that.
That's my man.
That's my man too, but let's not get into that. This motherfucker. Again, please. I got all of y'all on different notions and separate. Please.
All right. So let's go ahead. We gonna cut that right there.
Please. I have too much perspective.
Got me fucked up right now. What was that text number? See for the suicide hotline is
1-800 something.
Nah, there's a text.
Yeah, there's a text.
A text for suicide.
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
I believe it's 988.
Yeah, the text is 988.
Oh yeah, 988 suicide and crisis lifeline.
You could also dial 9. You could dial 988 as well.
It literally is 988.
Yeah.
You need help, you should call 988.
Definitely.
I took that right directly just because I used to work for the Trevor Project, and Trevor Project was specifically to LGBT, and they tapped into the 988 roster to try to alleviate shit, but again,
there's a lot going on, and there's not enough people.
988 is your best choice.
There's not enough people to reach out to all the time, and you know what I'm saying, just
988 is your best choice.
If you can't get in contact with them, try to have a friend, family member, somebody you could talk to. You know what I'm saying, we rather
ask that, set it up. I have a roster of people that I'll ask them, like, when can I call you? Can I call you at this hour? Can I do that? Because that's where I'm at. I lost my Medicaid and whatnot. Like, sometimes we dependent on the health insurance and whatnot. But have a conversation with your friends. Like, ask them, what can I do? Can I call you? Is it text only? Can I do this? Can you understand where, because a lot of people also be like, oh, you're losing yourself. No, I'm not losing myself, but I know I'm about to lose myself, and I'm trying to prevent that, so I'm talking to you. So again, establish that connection, you're good. You're good.
And also explain to people what you really want from the experience. Do you want them to respond? Right. Do you want them to just sit there and listen? You know what I'm saying? Explain everything so that, you know what I'm saying, people know how to exactly help. But you know what I'm saying, as always, do what you gotta do for yourself, pour into yourself, love yourself, And know what I'm saying? Until next
Starts
time.
with you.
For sure. And man, thank you for coming on. You
Yeah,
had some good
definitely.
Nah,
stuff
of
today
course.
that
Thank
we
you for
needed.
having
Yeah.
me. But it
Yeah,
starts with
right.
you.
For sure.
So again, remember, it starts with you. Take everything we say and adapt it to your own levels, but it starts with you. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for having me.
No
I
problem,
appreciate
man.
y'all all listening to me and again being a part of the conversation. But it starts with you. That's where it starts. Don't doubt yourself. Hopefully we help you guys promote yourself in a sense. But yeah. You know, if nobody's there for you, we here for you.
Exactly. All right, y'all. Stay up, y'all.
Definitely. Later.
Later.